Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Conelanders here, and welcome to round number 3 of the Conelanders Assetto Corsa League. This week we are on another Italian circuit, the Vallelunga circuit. This is the classic layout, which is representative of the track in the early 2000s. This week's race was recorded on Mother's Day here in the United States, which means some of our veteran competitors actually missed this event. So that means that there will be a different look to the running order this week. We have increased the field size to 22 for this week. We may potentially go up to 24 some weeks. Points are paying only to the top 18, however. The good news is we did get a Discord overlay working, so in the top left corner you will see who is talking, as well as we had a discussion on maybe toning back how much we use the push-to-talk a little bit to let people have their individual commentaries. Thank you all for your awesome support in the beginnings of the Conelanders League. I've been putting just a lot of time and effort into making this work, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Get ready for another great race here in Vallelunga.
Of course you do. Bad. Of course you gotta be in the middle. Here.
I don't even have my teammate near me. I don't even see him.
Guess you just had a Windows update.
What
happened with Cervez there?
Yeah, that wasn't my fault.
Wheel upside down?
Hey.
Oh, I'm last.
Seriously?
Oh, wreck behind me, wreck behind me.
Who was that?
Sorry, 25.
Why do we bother racing?
Explain why you keep having turn 1 problems.
No, that wasn't me having a turn-in problem. I just cut that a little too close.
Alright. Lots of different levels of drivers in this field. And obviously we're having some issues in the back-to-back. A lot of these guys... There's our first transmission incident. A lot of these guys have just never door-to-door raced before, and it shows. They will learn.
We lost Ollie.
Me, Sharky, and Cervez behind me. Pretty evenly paced.
Stopped working after my Windows update kicked in.
Windows update. When's another one?
Oh well, Shadow, I'm behind with you now. I'm lost at the moment.
Man, the run that Sharky gets out of the turns is unreal. Use a little bit of the draft here. There's not too much of one. Let's see where we... Well, I'll probably have spooked him if nothing else. I felt pretty confident I wasn't going to hit him. My hope is that he doesn't have that confidence.
Sorry.
No worries.
Again, the run out of the turns. There was a little mistake from him.
I'll wait for you.
I think that one turn is where a lot of the time I can make up on anybody here is I swing the entry to it much wider. Again with the run out of the turns. Got to work on it. And with a low power car like this, that's everything. Good run, okay, that was good. We're hanging with him, that's all I really wanted to do. So if he pulls enough of a gap that he doesn't have to worry about me, then it just like completely spreads out. I see you flashing your lights.
The fastest lap.
Great.
This race is going to be a little quicker, I think, than the first sprint race, or it's going to feel quicker. That turn's interesting. It's like that shallow entry, and you know, the slower entry doesn't seem to give you a faster exit. You gotta push it down into there really far.
Sorry.
Let's see if this line continues to help us. Yeah, that is the spot that I'm making up time.
That okay.
Whoa.
Sorry, you. I don't even know. I didn't even get damage from that.
Sounds like the back, middle part of the pack is still pretty tight together. A couple behind us are tight as well. But this will be interesting if I can continue to hang with them. Just gotta pressure him into a little bit of mistake. Not make one myself.
Dang it.
Oh, see, that's the little bit of the slide out of the turns there that gives him the advantage.
It was a nice Swedish moose tiger sandwich there.
Swedish moose tiger sandwich. See, that little slide out of the last turn and 6/10 of a gap. Use all the runoff. Did you see how that was way, it seemed way too deep
16th.
to push into that turn, but yet it actually worked out.
For a brief moment.
I got up to 8th, I think, and then someone knocked me out
He had a
again.
great run through there that time. Actually, I think he may have hit it better.
Pit stop maneuvered me.
Delta looks good. The hairpin I definitely need to work on a little bit. Thought he made a little mistake there, but it wasn't enough. Dang it. You can only push this car so hard. It's only got so much tire under it, and basically no downforce or anything like that. Yeah, he's 31.5. That's where I should be. I can turn those laps on this slow little fuel, so there's still speed to be had. I'm not 100% sure where it is. I think a lot of it's in the later sector. Though that was a really good turn 1, which I guess is not really turn 1. Don't run away, Sharky.
Okay.
Come by both of you.
Then we've got to work together if we don't want to fall back like this.
Dang it. Well, that didn't help anything. Actually, it didn't hurt that bad either. I feel like I'm driving pretty messy all of a sudden. That's when you start making the little mistakes start piling up. And that's what I've noticed out of Shark more than anything, is he is just like super consistent. He can just turn the same lap time every lap after lap, and that's where I tend to be lacking here and in other racing games. Looking at you, Ryan Racing, is that yeah, I could run the lap. I can run the lap that is competitive, but then the next lap will be half second slower. That doesn't do a darn bit of good. Using a lot more track through there than I am, and it is working for him, that's for sure. I'm surprised there's not more people up with us. The times were much closer in qualifying. Cleaning it up a little bit now. Yeah, that was ideal. We have different lines through the S's here. I do think as a turn you can take different lines in.
How are you making that time? I'm at full throttle.
What time?
You gained 0.3 of a second on that straightaway.
I have no idea.
It's all about how you exit the turn. Alright, we did actually
It might
have...
also be I go really into the turn 2.
We did actually have a faster lap than in that last lap. So we're closing back in a little. Just gonna keep doing that. If he's gonna be using the green, we're using the green.
To race at the moment.
The race behind us. Maestro 9.7 back. I have to admit, it is a really good feeling beating Maestro at anything. After the ground pounding he's been giving us in Dirt Rally for 4 months now. Even though he is quote unquote a rookie here. Rookie. Decent exit, not bad. He seems to kick it sideways a little bit more on the entry, versus I am trying to keep it straight because I feel like kicking it sideways loses speed. This turn as well, maybe you need to work on a little bit. Yeah, because he's getting that great launch off of this turn.
My game froze.
Oh, Assetto Corsa. We have had more problems with this game this week. We keep having to, like, reinstall it, delete our profile, all sorts of crazy stuff. It's defaulting people to a resolution that doesn't exist, basically, and crashes the game. It's pretty understandable that they're pushing the console release back every time it gets close, because if this is what they're working with, trying to push it to consoles, they're going to be having a hard time getting it to be
Everyone takes that turn so wide.
smooth enough to work. Like, on console, you can't go on there and delete your exe or, you know, boot it from within, outside Steam or anything like that. You have what you have. It's got to work. That's the turn. Felt like I was closing in on him, but not too much this lap. Back to the gas as soon as I could there. Felt alright. Still losing maybe a tenth or so a lap. Let's see the times. 31.8 or 31.6, 31.8. A couple tenths that lap. He's just so darn consistent. What I need is some lap
I
traffic
have
too.
no idea how I get that there, Shadow.
And I do see the lap traffic.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right foot braking this week, no left foot braking at all. Made that commitment so that I wouldn't get confused and mixed up. Let's get a nice picture through here. Pulling off just a little too much, but I'm still, I think, working in just a little bit of time right there. Just like maybe half a tenth, which is not enough to get close. Be close enough to capitalize on a mistake. Should it happen. Or, you know, lap traffic stuff happening, which is quickly approaching. Just lost the rear end there. wear isn't really a problem. So I doubt that has anything to do with it. He must have had a little trouble through there as well, because the gap actually came down a little. Yeah, similar laps that lap. Only 2 to go, though. Something major is going to happen here. So this feature race is probably going to be interesting between us if we're this close again. It's going to come down to that pit stop. And we all saw how interesting that was last week. No using the draft.
Yeah, this is kind of getting interesting there, Dwayne Bob.
Yeah, a little almost too interesting.
Alright, well, Shadow was off, or not Shadow, but Sharky was offline.
It's like through that turn, I'm just like, don't hit him, don't hit him, whatever you do.
Now you can always just back off.
Shadow.
Yeah, I
Very wide there. I tried to, like, express to people that you don't, if you're a lap car, you don't have to do anything dramatic. Just keep your line and let the leaders, you know, work their way by.
That's right.
But, like I said, a lot of these guys new to this type of racing and all, so they don't necessarily know what to do then. I think we're all pretty patient with it. Last lap, 9/10 behind. Looks like I have just enough fuel, so that's not a concern. No more lap traffic, unfortunately. That's what I needed, is a couple more cars of lap traffic. We might get one more. It's possible. Let's really sail it off into here. Well, we made it stick. But we're not too much closer. Use that up as a jump. Still a big gap, so I don't know that we're going to necessarily quite get there. A little extreme on the exit of that turn. Not quite getting my rev match on the downshifts there either. Maybe locking up those rear tires a little bit. Yeah, he just eats me up in these slower sections. Not gonna quit, get there. That was a good chase, though. It's a solid effort, I think.
Nice move there, Servatus.
I'm sorry if I pushed you out there, Squid.
No, I went by myself.
Just gotta pick up that little bit for the feature, and I think we'll have something. Plus, with the pit stop in there, I think that's gonna be even more interesting. We'll see how that shakes out.
Good race, Cone.
Good race. I'm gonna need you to like turn on the human a little bit.
You're right behind me. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but you just never make any mistakes. It's like, what? When is there ever an
I
opportunity?
made mistakes, trust me.
Human mistake.
I don't think I got the S's right. No, I got them right once, and every other time I went a bit wide.
That was the only place I felt like I was consistently like getting close to you.
See, he was being human.
Good race, Rebel.
Yeah, but he was doing it consistently. Like he wasn't programmed right to do it.
Good race, Cooper.
It's just to throw off the sensors.
You get away a little bit too much, Cooper.
Squid, I was pressuring you hard and hoping you'd make a bigger mistake, but I couldn't get around you enough.
I drove very carefully because I literally drove one lap before that race.
Not too bad of a race for myself. Actually managed to steal the fastest lap, which is a first for the season, which gives us an extra point looking towards the total points of the season. Not going to help us catch Sharky at any great rate. And the battle at the front wasn't spectacular. It is always fun to try and chase somebody down like that, and I hope that made for an entertaining race. The gap behind us was pretty large. We had a large amount of the people that were in that like front-running pack that were not here this week, so I figured there was going to be quite a divide. But judging by what I saw in my mirror and heard on the radio, probably some good racing happened behind us. We just weren't privy to it. If you do want more information on like how the results look and how the standings are looking, stuff like that, Jomp has made an awesome site in collaboration with some of the other Conelanders. Overall, everybody in this group has been awesome, joining together and making all of this great stuff, all of this stuff to go along with the league. Thanks to everybody for that, and major thanks to Jomp for making this website that you can go to check out the standings and results. Now we'll try to take what we learned in the sprint race, apply it to the future race, and hope for some pitch strategy to put us in the lead. I will see you next time.